What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Blitz Books. Happy Friday, Mike. How's it going?
Happy Friday indeed. It's going well here, Wade. Can't wait to talk some NFL. We've been hot on this show too, man. College football's been hot, NFL's been hot. I mean, hey, that's what we do. Trying to make money for the viewers out there for free, by the way, for free here on the YouTube channel. Like and subscribe, baby. Like and subscribe. Tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell your grandma, tell your great grandma, tell, I don't know, everybody about our free show here. Just we're human ATMs, and y'all are welcome, by the way. So,
Yeah, no, thank you. We are coming in pretty red hot. Last week we were coming off a nice 3-1 week. Mike swept the board for us in both shows last week. He cashed the Falcons +6 at -113 odds, and then gave us a nice Rasheed Rice anytime touchdown +110. Got a nice rushing touchdown there for us, and then we cashed Marvin Harrison Jr. to hit 50 receiving yards, which is a pretty generous line after watching him destroy your Dallas Cowboys, and then we
yeah,
lost our
sure did.
Kimani Vidal anytime touchdown prop, moving us to 11-6. Nice 65% hit rate. Let's keep that going today, Mike. What are you liking on the board this weekend?
Yeah, I'm gonna just start with one that we talked off air. I guess this was on Wednesday when we filmed the college football show, and we looked at some things here, talking about we like those stinky dogs, man. Those plays that are hard to hit
Yep.
the net on, and I found one this week. I love to buy low. I'm going Miami Dolphins +10. I bought the hook -120 over Bet365. Yeah, let's buy low on a bad Dolphins team. I get they're bad. They just got blown out on Thursday Night Football just 8 days ago by the Ravens. But if you watch that game at all, Big Wade, the Fish moved the ball all night long. They were actually only outgained by 6 total yards by Baltimore. They should have been in that game, but going over 3 in the red zone, some untimely turnovers, that'll be the undoing of any team, especially a team that just kind of struggles to put it all together like Miami. But I think we see a more focused team. It's a back-to-back home spot for them. Tua Tagovailoa, my guy, my Bama guy. I like Tua. Got a soft spot for Tua. He's typically a lot better at home than he is on the road, just in his career from an ATS standpoint. I love this spot because it's a tough spot for the Bills. They're off that huge win at home against Kansas City. That was a big time win for them. Are they really gonna be fired up here to face? I know it's a divisional rivalry, if you will, but it's not really a rivalry because the Bills have just owned the Dolphins. They pimp smacked them around so much. Yeah, I just think it's too high, man. I think my pure number on the game was Buffalo -9, so just a slight bit of value there. But for the terrible spot for Buffalo, I really think it should be around 7, 7.5. I think we're getting decent value here buying to 10. Um, yeah, so good time. Buy low on Miami, sell high on Buffalo. I'm gonna go Dolphins plus the points, my man, and just hope and pray Tua and Jalen Waddle and Devin H can figure some things out here. Whew, scary.
Yeah, no, we as you mentioned, we did talk about this off air before our college football show, and I'm in agreement here. Yeah, I don't think it was going to reach the 10 here. And then when I saw you post that play, I was thinking, I wonder if that did reach 10, but then I saw the -120, and I thought, he probably ended up just giving in.
I just bought it. I'm like, all right, fine, I'll just buy it. I was like tired of waiting, and it's Friday, and it's like I usually don't try to place any wages on the weekend because I need a mental break, and I'm like, screw it, I'll just buy the number I want and just roll with it.
No, you know that I love that. I love that look. I think this is a good price. I'm more than fine going up to even 10.5 if you guys want a little more
Yeah,
wiggle room.
sure, sure,
I
absolutely.
think this is going to be about a 10-point win for the Bills, 9 or 10. So I think this is right on. The market really wants to go against the Dolphins right now. So I think this is a really nice spot that we identified pretty early in the week.
Love it, love it. What about you, my man? What's your first play for week 10? I can't believe it is
Uh,
week.
I'm gonna go with one. I don't know if you're gonna really agree with this one or not, because I know you've been. Well, I guess maybe you will, because you were kind of fading against the Patriots. Was that last week you faded the Patriots? So I'm gonna
Oh,
go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers
let's go,
minus one
boys.
and a half. Um, right now, I believe the best line for that is -124 over on Novig. If you want to play their money line, I guess that's fine. I'm just trying to get a little bit more value here. I believe the money line's over -130, 35 plus. So, um, getting 2 points, we've seen the NFL land on 2 points too many times for me not to cherish this minus 1.5 line here. Buccaneers are playing at home and they're coming off of a bye week, and I just think I want to fade the Patriots right now, coming in on a 6-game win streak. I just don't see them winning 7 games in a row, Mike. And
I
if
don't
they
either.
do lose, I think they're going to at least lose by 2 points here. By the looks of it right now, Patriots could be missing some key players. Keyshawn Butte was released, was notified it was out 6 hours ago.
Nice.
Um, I also believe Ramondre Stevenson is going to be out of the game with a toe injury. Also notified 6 hours ago. So they're already down two key offensive contributors, and I think that's going to matter here against the Buccaneers defense, who can make some plays, and also it's going to be tough for them to keep up with this Buccaneers offense, who has shown some pretty good firepower in the offensive game. Um, the Pats have been strong overall. I'm obviously 7-2. But we do see the Bucks doing pretty strong, solid defensive efforts here, and I do think they have the momentum here to knock off the Patriots. Pulling up the little stats here, Buccaneers do sit at 13th in the NFL, allowing 22.2 points per game. I really do think that matters here, and they rank 16th in third down conversion rate at 38. They do not allow a very good rushing attack. They rank 7th in the NFL, and that is one the Patriots' weakness. So what I do believe is going to happen is we're going to see a one-sided offensive attack here from the Patriots. They're going to try to pass the ball, and I just don't think they're going to be able to keep up with the Buccaneers on offense here. Little stats and trends for you here. Patriots offense, 350 yards per game, which is right around 12th in the NFL, but they are 24th, like I said, on rushing. They are very good defensive. Patriots holding the rushing attack to number one in the NFL, 75 yards per game. But they do total defense. They sit around ninth. But I just don't think they have seen a type of caliber quarterback like Baker Mayfield, who is going to be gritty and is going to grind out a win here. Give me the Bucks in a close one. I just think the bye matters, and I just think at home when you got Baker Mayfield in this defense, I think they're going to be looking to slow down a pretty well-oiled machine, which is pretty surprising. I didn't think the Patriots are going to be this good, but the Patriots are obviously a very well coached Mike Vrabel team.
Dude, Wade, you're a man after my own heart. Always had a sneaking suspicion we're related. We're probably distant cousins or something. This is one of my VIP plays here. I played the Bucks
Nice.
minus. Yeah, I played Bucks -2.5 earlier this
Okay.
week. I love this play. Probably my favorite play on the board. You just got it here free for nothing. You're welcome. Uh, you look at it, strength of schedule freaking matters, man. Strength of schedule freaking matters. New England's played by far the easiest schedule in the NFL, dead last in strength of schedule according to Sagarin. Bucks have played a very tough schedule, eighth hardest schedule in the league. Like you said, coming off the bye freaking matters. For as far as how I do my ratings, I do my pure numbers first. I take Tampa -3.5 here. I'll give Tampa an extra point and a half for the bye.
Yeah.
I'll give them another point and a half, 2 points for their strength of schedule edge. I think Tampa wins this by 6. I made it Bucks 27, Pats 21. I love Mike Vrabel. But man, oh man, Todd Bowles has made a bajillion dollars making quarterbacks very uncomfortable. I think you'll make Drake May very uncomfortable. I love Drake May, but man, oh man, there's going to be a ton of blitzes coming at that poor kid in this one. Good spot here for the Bucks. Love it, Wade. Absolutely love it. I might put a little more on it now just because you like it too. Let's go.
I'm sitting here scrolling through. I'm looking Tampa Bay -3 is plus 117 right now. I may even go sprinkle a little bit of that.
Yep. Yep.
I might even go sprinkle some -6 at plus 175 on Hard Rock
Mm,
just for
I love it. I love it. I mean, it is.
yeah.
It's a McSlam in my book, Wade. It's my favorite play on the board. It's the
Yeah,
first
and
bet I
it's
made this week in the NFL was this pick.
speaking of the schedule, even when I was looking at it, I was quite shocked, man. They had played the Eagles, the Seahawks, the 49ers, and the Lions in 4 straight weeks.
Ridiculous.
And then they
And
got a
then,
little break against the
yeah,
Saints when they went to the Saints. So
right,
now I
right.
think this
And,
is a game where they can lock back in and really
yeah,
get going here.
I watched the interview with Baker, and I like Baker. Outstanding
Yeah.
Christian guy. He's really turned his life around. He's found a home there in Tampa. He's really settled in. This is a cool comeback story for the former Heisman. Saw an interview with him this week, and he was admitting how banged up he was. Like his obliques been killing him, not been running the ball as much. That's kind of part of his game. He's a sneaky scrambler.
Yeah.
But he admitted to not scrambling much because he's been hurting. But the bye really helps him. 2 weeks off, getting to heal up. I think we see a more scrambling type of Baker in this one. That's when he's really effective when he's on the move, rolling out. So Yeah, Bucks for me all day long. Love it, dude. Can't wait for this game. Now that Wade's on it, I'm really pumped about it.
Yeah. Let's go, baby. What is your next play?
All right, I got to get back, locked back in. You got me way too excited about Tampa
Yeah.
Bay. I'm gonna do a dart throw here, big way, a little dart throw. So these anytime TDs have been so good to us, dude. I mean, they've been so good to us. We're 8-5 with these bad boys this year, but we've had a lot of plus 220, plus 200 winners in there with some tight ends. 8-5 for 6.28 units of profit with these anytime TV winners doing 1% per play. I'm gonna go Dalton Kincaid, baby, the Bills. Let's stick in the same game of my previous pick. Dalton Kincaid
Yeah.
plus 20 right now at bet
Yeah.
365. Is 365 smoking something really good? What is the deal with them putting this line out there? Do they know something we don't know? Is Kincaid banged up or something? This line is literally $1 less at a lot of other books. It's in like the plus 200 to plus 250 range, really plus 200 to plus 230 range at most books. I just think the price is too good to pass up. Um, yeah, I get it. It's plus 320 for a reason, Mikey Knobs. I get it, So I played it actually for a half unit instead of a full unit. If I'm throwing a dart throw, I usually only like to do half unit just because it is a little bit more unlikely to hit. But man, oh man, Kincaid's one of Josh Allen's favorite targets. I mean, he's hauled in 27 receptions on 33 targets so far this year. He's found the end zone already 4 times. He's only played in 7 games. He's coming off a huge game, Kansas City. He caught 6 passes, 101 yards, and a touchdown. And Miami, we know, much maligned defense. They've
Yeah.
struggled to defend tight ends all year long. They rank 27th in fantasy points allowed to the position. Kincaid gets a dream matchup here, big way. Guess what Miami's linebackers rank in coverage? Dead last. And their safeties and corners don't rank much better, man. 26th and 28th, respectively. The plus 320 price is just too good to pass up here. I know it's a dart throw, but I just had to do it. So I'm going to go half unit on Kincaid anytime TD. Woo! I know it's a long one.
No, I actually love it. He's been a target of mine for about three of the weeks that they've played this season. So to get these odds on him, like you talked about before the show, I thought this was pretty crazy too. So yeah, I
Yeah.
think this is a pretty nice find. I think there'll be some points in this game, so why not? I was actually looking at Josh Allen, 2 passing touchdowns this week, so that will
Yeah.
fall right in line
Come
with what's
on.
on my mind. So
I like it. You've been cashing that prop as long as I've known you. Like the day I met you was the day I saw you cashing Josh Allen over 1.5 passes. Like I mean that's been years ago, and
it did start
that's
a couple years ago, and it really does depend where he's at. I remember there was a trend there where it was either on the road or at home. He's either catching rushing touchdowns or he's doing passing touchdowns. And I think he's at home. He's always throwing two passing touchdowns at home. So I've only played him once this year, and I actually was wrong. I did over 1.5 passing. I think it was an article play actually, and he ended up rushing one, and I think it was against the Panthers. Passed
yeah,
one, ran one. But
yeah.
I think this is a pretty good opportunity for them to get some passing touchdowns. So this is a real good look here in Miami.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. What do you got for us for your second play, my man?
I am going to the Ravens Vikings game, and I really couldn't believe I could get this line, so I just went ahead and took it. I took Lamar Jackson to go over 6.5 rushing attempts,
Love it.
minus 125 over on Profit X. He's actually his median is 6 this year. He's only cashed this line one time. So why do I like this? Well, last season, he did cash his first 6 of 7 games on the road. And in 2021, I know it's a long time ago, but he did play this Vikings team and he ran 21 times for over 120 yards, I believe. So he's already got the history in his back pocket. Last game was his first game back from injury. He didn't really look to run in that game. Here, I think he's going to look to run a little bit more. He's one of the most dynamic rushing quarterbacks in the NFL. Um, Averaging right around 21 rushing yards per game against NFC competition. Um, Jackson does have that history against the Vikings, like I mentioned, and the Vikings do have a little bit of defensive vulnerability. They do like to blitz a lot, which does force the quarterback to pass a little more, but I think it also forces them to move out of the pocket and to avoid that pressure a little bit. And he's a quarterback that I think will tend to run the ball more than take a step to the left or the right just to avoid the pressure to make a pass. I know he's been passing a lot, and usually his over 1.5 passing touchdowns is usually juiced. So I know they're always looking to him to pass the ball to get into the end zone. But I still think with the amount of pressure that they're going to put on him, I think instead of him making a step or two to avoid the pressure to make the pass, I think here he's going to try to just get down the field and try to make as many first down plays as possible. He knows what kind of defense he's going up against. And I just think this is a play more times than not he's going to cash. It's a play that I've cashed a lot in previous years. Last year in 2024, he cashed this in 63% of his games with a median of 8. I think when fully healthy, he's going to always be around this 8 or 9 mark, especially against strong defenses. Um, I just think this is a good spot for him. I think the line should be 7.5. About minus 115, minus 120. So to get minus 125 price on 6.5, I didn't really hesitate when I saw that. So one of my favorite plays of the week.
Yeah, I like that for one reason. Brian Flores, D coordinator of the Vikings, blitzes more than any other coach. Lamar loves to just, tuck the ball and run when he's blitzed. So I mean, just schematically, the play makes plenty of sense. Vikings rank sixth in sack rate, um, so they're going to the house a lot of times. And like I said, Lamar loves to run when he's blitzed. Just the play makes sense just from that standpoint. I think he's gonna have some rushes. Also, you see, Todd Monken likes to run the zone read when he can with Lamar, given the option to either pitch it or keep it.
Yeah, yeah,
Now that Lamar's a little healthier, I could see him calling more zone reads in this game. It's a tough road game for Baltimore.
yeah.
And this game, they got to dig out of the hole that they're in, really. So I like the play. Lamar tends to run more, in tighter games. And with this one, what spread on this was only 4, I think. Baltimore minus 4. So they're calling for a tight game. He's going to have to
No,
run.
that's a really good that's a really good assessment there because look at the QB hurries. They rank third. They rank second tackles for loss, but when you really look into it, they sit eighth in passing yards allowed and 20th in rushing yards. So they're pretty stingy against the passing. So I think maybe the Ravens will try some of those passes, and I think they're going to figure out we're going to have to get the first downs. We're going to have to move the ball on the ground. And that's where we're gonna come. He may not. This may not be an early cash. I think this is gonna be one of those. We'll be sweaty about fourth quarter. He's gonna
Mhm.
probably get 2 or 3
Yep.
rushes because I think this is gonna be a 3 point game. So I think he's gonna have to make some plays late in the game. And I think they're gonna be fully focused on slowing down Henry. So they're gonna leave some gaps for him to gaps or creases, I guess, to run through. So I think he's going to show his athleticism, especially on the turf. We're not outside in the
Yep.
grass; we're inside of a dome. That just gives another edge for him to have some good footing here. So, um, yeah, like
Yeah.
I just love this play, man.
Good find. Good find. Like it. Like it a lot.
All right,
Yeah.
well, let's go through a quick rundown, and we will get out of here. Mike gave out Dolphins plus 10, minus 120. He gave out Dalton Kincaid anytime touchdown. You can currently find that, I believe he said plus 320 over at Bet 365. And I gave out the Tampa Bay Buccaneers minus 1.5, minus 124. Surprise bet here. Mike is also on that play as a VIP play at minus, I believe, 2.5. So if you want to take that, we're fine, you guys. Who guys want to sprinkle that? Take that up to minus 3 plus 117. If you want to do even a little small sprinkle on minus 6, they've got some pretty good odds out there right now for plus money. And then my last play for the prop of the show will be Lamar Jackson to go over 6.5 rushing attempts, minus 125. All right, Mike, you got anything else?
No, that's it, man. Let's cash the VIX. Let's stay hot. Big weekend of college football and the NFL. Appreciate y'all watching. Yeah, like
Yeah.
and subscribe, baby. Trying to grow this channel. Nobody works harder than Big Wade, so y'all check him out there. Sign up for his Discord. Best money you'll ever spend, guys. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Appreciate you guys. Have a good weekend.
Y'all be good.